Hello, Internet. I'm Chef Ben. It's Wednesday night. It's 9:04. We're a little late, but it's Chit Chat Shop. I'm here with my guests, Renee Doucette and Renee Downs and Michelle Doucette. I knew I was going to do that. They're here to promote Blog Jam, which is going on this weekend in Halifax. We're going to make some moose burgers. We're going to have a lot of fun. Let's get going. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. I'm sorry I messed up your names.
It's okay. It could all be worse.
So first of all, let's talk about Blog Jam. Let's get that out of the way. What is it?
Okay, Blog Jam is a volunteer-run community event that brings local bloggers, brands, social media peeps together all in one place. Gets us out of our little caves where we like to hide normally, and we just come together, share ideas, learn, win fabulous prizes this year, and just kind of hang out in real life.
Awesome. And so it's just for bloggers?
No, not just for bloggers. It is for social media people, influencers, brands, local small businesses that want to come in and meet people that they may pair up with and find the right voice for their brand. It's for newbie bloggers, people that have never blogged before. It is for expert bloggers. We have a range from one end to the other when it comes to our speakers and sponsors.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that's Blog Jam. And where is it and when?
It is on Sunday in Halifax. This Sunday, November 5th. Remember the 5th of November. And it will be at the Prince George Hotel. And we'll be there all day.
Awesome.
If you want tickets, we are selling them online, BlogJamAtlantic.ca, and they will be on sale until tomorrow at noon. So get your ticket.
And how much are they?
They are $60. It includes lunch, coffee, swag bags, fabulous swag bag. And this year we have over $6,000 in prizes to be awarded to our participants. So
That's
we are
awesome.
so excited.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Kara's here. Kara's watching.
Kara's here, yes. Hey, Kara. Hey, Krista. We miss you. Those are my other Blog Jam gals.
Okay, so we'll get to the rest of it in a second. We're going to start the burgers,
Yes.
or we're going to run out of time. So, first thing we're going to do is put our meat in here. So we have some ground moose meat, and then we have some pork. The moose is really lean, so we need to add a little bit of fat to it. So this is ground pork belly. Add about half of it in there. You can throw the moose in.
Okay. All the moose?
Yeah, throw all the moose.
All right.
Then we're going to season with a bit of salt and pepper, and then we're going to cut up a clove of garlic.
Awesome.
Okay?
So do you want me to just get right in there?
Go for it.
Okay. The rings have to come off.
All right.
All right.
So, blogger, food photographer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So how'd you get into photography?
Oh God, I've been doing photography since I was a kid, really. Just gradually built it up as I went along. Studied photography, started my business in graphic design actually, and then came back to my first passion, which was photography. And I've been doing it for the past 10 years officially.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you grew up in the French Village area,
I
right?
did, French Village in St. Margaret's Bay.
Nice. So do you think like growing up in such kind of like a picturesque area kind of affected like your decision to become a photographer?
Not necessarily to become a photographer. I think it influenced my food photography, definitely. I grew up beside a fisherman and spent a lot of time with my dad fishing, just like being out in the country, had a little garden in the backyard. So I think it had an impact on my interest in photography.
Gotcha.
For
So your blog, right, is pretty much food, right? Or is there
blog
there's
is
weddings
food,
as
yeah.
well?
I have like my business in photography that I do a lot of local business work. I do a lot of events. I do a lot of commercial work, headshots, portraits, things like that.
Gotcha.
But what I really love doing is food photography, portraits of people in the food industry, and I photograph a lot of events that are related to food.
Awesome.
And so my blog, which is called East Coast Food Stories, is just focused on food.
East Coast food stories.
Yep.
Gotcha. So really quickly, I have some garlic here. I just chopped it up. Just going to sprinkle some salt on it. And the salt's going to act like an abrasive. We're going to use the side of our knife. And we're going to get some nice pureed garlic.
Oh, we're getting all the good tips here tonight.
Well, you don't want giant chunks of garlic in your burger, right?
Well, that would be very bad.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Very, very bad. Patty says it's bad.
I don't know. I love garlic.
I do too.
So,
Bring it on.
Renee,
Lots
what's your
of
blog
garlic.
about?
My blog is focused around food. food and mood, depending on what's happening in my life at the time. But I like to do a little bit of everything. Sometimes I share a recipe. Sometimes I do a review of a local restaurant that I've just, discovered or fell in love with. It's all very positive. So if I go somewhere and I don't like it, I don't usually talk about it. So if I love it, I'm talking about it.
Gotcha. So you don't do negative reviews
Nope.
at all?
Nope.
So you have, 2 posts?
Very funny. Guess what? I'm gonna start my. I'm gonna change my mind.
So you not only write a blog, you're also a novelist, right?
I am a published author. Yes.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know
I didn't know that.
I am.
You
That
gotta do your
was,
research.
I know.
Yeah, that all kind of happened at a time in my life that was there's a lot of grief, a lot of loss in my family. So I channeled all that and put it into a book called Sisters of Avalon.
But you did a screenplay first.
It was a play first. It was a script first. It was workshopped at PEI Screenwriters Boot Camp, and then it became a book. And there's still 2 more books in the works. So,
okay.
Yeah, some when I have some free time, whatever that is.
After BlogJam.
And what's
After
it called
BlogJam.
for the...
The book?
Yeah.
Sisters of Avalon.
And where can you get it?
You can order it Amazon, Chapters, anywhere online, anywhere in the world.
So what's the kind of broad theme behind it?
Well, it is set in Newfoundland, loosely based
Which is
on
where you're from.
I grew up, on a small island called Long Island Green Bay, and it's centered around a family that loses someone they love, and dealing with all that good stuff. And there's also a little bit of kind of a fantasy side to it as well. It's a family of witches.
Oh,
And I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't want to give too much away.
Gotcha. All right, that looks well mixed, so let's
Okay.
make some patties.
All right.
So we have pretty nice sized buns. So we're gonna need some nice sized burgers. We're gonna go.
Chef Ben makes nice buns.
Nice bun.
Very nice buns, I have to say. The best buns I've
Looking
seen
buns.
in a long time. Those are
We'll
good
get
buns.
to the buns in a little bit.
Hey, I'm keeping it clean. I am.
Krista's watching. She does a great job, folks.
Hi, Krista. I miss you. I can't wait to see you
Krista.
tomorrow.
All right. So if you want to make a couple patties,
Okay.
and then we can't just have a burger. We need a side with it, right?
Yes.
So we're gonna do a really simple salad. So Renee, you brought in some pickles that you made.
I did.
So we're gonna make. I used to live in Quebec, and in Quebec, every meal you get just greens dressed with like a light vinaigrette. So we're gonna make that, but we're gonna incorporate the pickles into it.
Ooh, nice.
So we're gonna do a maple Dijon vinaigrette.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna wash my hands, and then we're gonna make that while you make some burgers.
Okay. All right, we're making burgers,
You guys gotta
Michelle.
talk.
Okay, all right. So, Michelle, what are you most looking forward to at BlogJam this year?
That's a good question. It's so much fun to catch up with everybody, like face to face, because we all stay in touch online.
Yes.
And follow each other's blogs and social media and all that. But then you get a chance to meet people in person, and so I don't always. There's a face that I recognize and like a handle that I recognize, and I sort of put the two together.
Yeah.
So you get to meet people in
Yeah.
person. It's
That,
great.
it is.
That's the best part.
It is.
They're not just some words on the internet.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna make a quick vinaigrette here. So the first thing we need is mustard. You guys are foodies. Do you know why you put mustard in a vinaigrette?
To balance the acidity, sort
A
of.
little bit.
Yeah.
But mustard seeds actually have something in them called lecithin, which is
Oh.
just a broad term for a certain type of protein. It's in egg yolks as well.
Yeah.
And it acts as an emulsifier. It acts as a binder.
Yes,
okay.
So
I
it
did know that.
prevents
Yeah.
your vinaigrette from splitting.
I did know that. Totally did.
So we got
Trina, very little sleep here, Chef.
got about a teaspoon in there. We're gonna put a little bit of maple syrup. We're gonna put some white or champagne vinegar, and the ratio of vinegar to oil. Do you guys know that? Food bloggers, come on! Oh my god!
I just
Krista's chirping you, by the way.
Sure you knew. Sure you knew.
Well,
I don't measure. I just pour it
The
in.
only time I measure anything is if I'm baking.
That's
If
fair.
I'm making it, I kind of just guess. I taste. If I need a little more of this, a little more of that, I just add it. Or,
Okay, that's
Yeah.
that's fair, and I do that too. But for a vinaigrette, if you want like a really nice, smooth vinaigrette, you want 3 to 1.
3 to
so
1.
3 parts oil to 1 part vinegar.
I knew that too.
Okay, so Here we have our oil. So we're gonna add that slowly, and you're gonna first we'll whisk that up, and then we'll slowly start
Whisk
adding.
this
our-
first?
Yep.
Why is there a towel under the bowl, Chef Ben?
The towel goes under the bowl, so that the bowl
Renee knows.
doesn't slide around when you're whisking it. You can whisk it with one hand. All right, let's get
Okay.
these on the grill. Flatten them out.
Can I just add this whenever?
Yep.
Yeah.
So just in small
Slow.
drips. Start with a little bit.
Look at her, she's like a pro.
And you're allowed to drink wine on this show, which is fabulous. I feel like I'm on Netflix or something.
We're working on the Netflix deal.
Netflix and chat.
Yeah.
Instead of Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
Netflix and chat.
Yeah, Netflix and chat. I love it.
So how did you two meet?
How did we meet originally? It was probably through Jeff and Lara, maybe?
Yeah, through Jeff and
Must
Lara,
have
through
been.
friends.
Yeah.
That networking events that are now just friends getting together, having
Yeah.
beer events.
Yeah.
And stuff.
So networking.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't always feel the need to meet new people. Sometimes I just like to see my friends have a beer.
Yeah.
And Renee, how have you had so much moose? Because on your blog you say that you've had moose steaks, moose, literally everything except burgers. How is that possible?
Maybe because we didn't have a meat grinder? I don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
Growing up in small town Newfoundland, you kind of just make do with what you have. And yeah, I've had sweet and sour moose, moose stir fry, moose soup, moose stew, moose steak,
So
moose
before you
roast.
add any more,
Yeah.
And
just
tonight's
make sure
the
that all
first.
gets incorporated.
Moose burgers.
Have you ever had moose burgers?
I have not. I've never had moose.
Oh,
Oh,
you're in
wow.
for a treat.
I know.
This is exciting. See, we're learning all sorts of things about each other tonight.
I'm actually for hire. You can bring me into your friendship.
Yeah.
I'll teach you more things.
Friend for hire,
friends,
Chef Ben
friends.
Kelly.
Yeah, I like it. We'll invite you over. You're doing great, Michelle.
You
What's
are
the secret to a burger
Getting a
patty,
workout over
Chef
here.
Ben?
hamburger.
Yeah, but other than hamburger, there's a little trick, right?
Yeah. So there's a few.
Yeah.
I think what you're talking about is
Yeah.
poking a hole in the
That's what
middle.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I didn't do that to any other one, so I was gonna say it.
I knew that one too. I do that. You can ask my husband.
So, if you poke a hole in the middle of your burger, it's less likely to shrink, or it won't shrink quite as much. You can also just poke it with a fork a bunch of times. Take out your aggression a little bit. But really, the secret to me is just get it as thin as you can.
Yeah.
That's what I like. Really nice, thin burgers. Really get nice.
My husband took one of our classes. He takes a lot of the classes. He likes the cooking class. I think it's because I'm not there, and so he doesn't feel as judged. Probably he feels like he's learning some skills in the cooking classes. But he took the burgers and beer class last year, and like that divot in the middle of the burger tip was like it blew his mind. It was just like so
Beautiful.
excited. So every hamburger now has this giant golf ball divot in the middle,
So,
and it has to be a signature.
delicious.
Oh, chef.
So, we're just going to add some herbs to it. So, we have a little bit of rosemary, a little bit of parsley. You can add whatever you want to it. It's up to you.
Oh,
Go for it.
chop it up.
Yep. So, as people who write and photograph food, like what to you, like where do you see food trends go? Because you must be
Oh,
kind
God.
of on top of them, really. Like you must see them. Hard.
Yeah, I think for me, my biggest thing, the food trend that I like is from garden to table, from ocean to table, from
Yeah.
the field to table. That's how I grew up in Newfoundland. There was no big grocery store. Our milk came powdered. Everything was either pickled, salted, or jammed, and then we stored it away for the winter, and that's just how it was. And I've grown up with that mentality of having the best, not necessarily serving my kids processed food. It happens, but it doesn't happen as much as it could happen. And I know the thing that I love about your message and what you like to do is you like to teach people, it's not that hard. You can make a good meal, and it doesn't have to be difficult. And that's kind of my mantra, and I think it's important.
Yeah, and I think for me too, it's like every once in a while I eat a frozen pizza too.
Yeah,
Like
of course.
everybody does. I mean,
And frozen pizza has come a long way.
it has come.
I mean, We've all done that.
But and I think like that's an important thing to distinguish too. It's like the message is cook at home and eat, but like give yourself that kind of leeway sometimes.
Of course.
Because then if you don't give yourself that leeway, you feel like shit, and then oh, I did it!
There
You
it
did
is.
it! He did it!
Ding, 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 ding. 9.
9! And he swore!
It wasn't a bad
I think you guys
swear.
get a prize now. I don't know.
It wasn't a bad swear.
No, it could have been a lot
It could have been a
worse.
lot
It
worse,
could have been
Patty.
different. We've been joking when that's going to happen, and we've been very clean. Very clean. Oh, Chef Ben.
See,
knew it was gonna be me.
that's what happens when you're around a Newfoundlander,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised it didn't happen on your episode with James.
Yeah, I think it almost did.
Yeah.
James was a little under the weather, so
James was very
he
under the weather.
He wasn't in top mode.
Okay, so I just flipped the burgers. We're getting really nice marks on them. They're going to be about 4 more minutes.
Okay.
In the meantime, we're going to get our buns ready. So, I made these earlier.
Look at those
You guys
buns.
saw them.
I need to go wash my hands before you do anything.
Go for it.
I will be right back.
So these are just a really simple bun, almost like a little focaccia. Has some rosemary in there, a little bit of olive oil, and then some fleur de sel on top. So we're just going to slice them with a knife that is not working very well. I'm going to get it back.
Kara said she would have been the first to swear if she was here.
So true. So true.
So you're doing a food photography demonstration?
Yeah, we're doing a little
BlogJam?
workshop on Saturday night, just with 20 people. And we'll do a little demo. Geo Chef's going to be there, and they're going to demo plating, a couple different plates for us. And I'm going to demo styling the dish, taking some photos. Yeah.
Yes, it's very exciting.
Have some,
Those tickets
DIY
are already
lighting
sold
tips.
out, just to be clear.
Oh, right, yeah.
Our food photography workshop sold out a little while ago because it's going to be awesome. But you can still get tickets for the event.
When are those over? Like when's the end date to get the tickets for Sunday?
Tomorrow at noon.
So this is the last push.
The last push. Get those. Get your tickets. It's gonna be a great day.
And there's other speakers.
Oh, we have 21 speakers.
Wow.
We have 2 keynotes. One of our keynotes is coming all the way from Texas. She's bringing her family. Her daughters, her teenage daughters, are published authors.
Wow.
And they're going to be speaking as well. We met them when we went to a bloggers conference in Toronto back in April, and they blew us away. And again, we asked if they would like to come, thinking, probably not. And they said yes. So that's a big lesson for everybody. Ask the question, because you never know when you're going to get yes. And she's coming. She's coming with her husband. He's also going to be doing a session, so it's a big family affair. North American Traveler sponsored them, so on Saturday we're going to take them down to Mahone Bay and treat them to a beautiful vegan meal because they're a vegan family. So we want to show them how it's done here on the East Coast, and I know they're going to fall in love with Mahone Bay. I mean, come on, so they're not going to want to leave.
Chef Mark Siri says hello, and Lynn Pruitt, looking forward to the workshop on Saturday.
Oh, Lynn is one of the Be Connected ladies, conference managers. We met Lynn and Sandy when we went to Toronto, and now they're coming here for our conference. So it's not only an Atlantic event. We're very excited this year. We have, again, speakers coming from our neighbors to the south, and we have people coming from Ontario this year. So it has grown so much in 3 years. Like, we pinch ourselves when we think about where we began and where we are now.
But it's always held here?
It's always held here. Now, we have a big dream. We dream big at BlogJam. We would love...
We don't know anything about that.
We would love, because it is BlogJam Atlantic, we would love to have an event in PEI, Newfoundland, Labrador, New Brunswick. We would love to be able to just share the blog love. So, long-term goals. We're getting there.
You have
we're
a
starting to
vision.
get more
Visions are
exactly, yeah. And who knows?
Speaking of BlogJam, we have some jam.
Woohoo!
Pat's Preserves. Pat
Yes.
is a sponsor.
He is. Pat is one of the guys that from day one, when everyone was saying no because they didn't know what BlogJam was or what was going to happen, came on board and donated a jar of jam to every speaker. So you only get a jar of Pat's Preserves jam if you're a speaker. It's kind of this fun rite of passage for all our BlogJam speakers that come in. So at the end of their session, we go up and thank them, and we give them a jar of Pat's Pat's wonderful jam. So we're so excited we have him back again this year, and he's in our kitchen tonight.
Awesome.
Shout out to Pat.
So we have Pat's Preserves cranberry sauce, and we're actually going to make a quick mayonnaise with it. So all we're going
Otherwise
to
known
do...
as an aioli.
Sure.
Mole, mole. Uh-oh, no more wine for me.
Derek Anderson says that jam goes good with cornbread.
I would imagine
Oh,
it
because
does.
he's waiting for me to send him a cornbread recipe, which I haven't done.
That was a
He's like
subtle
dropping
hint.
hints.
God, he just called you out on your
We went
business.
live on Chit Chat Kitchen Catch Up today, and he's like, "Oh, I see you're at work," and I said, "Well, next time I'm at work, I'm going to send you the cornbread recipe, which I haven't done."
Sorry.
Poor Derek. Sorry, I'll send it tonight.
He's laughing.
So I just put a little bit of the cranberry in here, a little bit of mayo, some salt, pepper, touch of lemon juice.
So what's the ratio here then? Did you measure?
No, I did not. I did not.
But that's also a special way you cut the lemon, which you've talked about, but you haven't. Why do you cut the lemon that way,
Yeah.
Chef Kelly? Come on.
See,
Share the tips. You did it once, but there's new people.
I know, but I always feel like I'm repeating myself. But
No,
it's,
you're not.
It's okay.
You're good.
So if you cut the lemon down here, you're fighting against the natural structure of the lemon.
Yeah.
So you roll it, you break the cell membranes up, and then you just cut it in kind of thirds,
Okay.
and you're actually juicing it with the structure of the fruit,
Kind of cool. Huh?
Yeah. I didn't know that one.
and you get way more
Or
juice.
lemon.
Ooh, look at that.
Way
Yeah.
more juice.
Well, thank you. I did learn something new tonight.
Didn't know that one already?
I didn't know that one.
I actually forgot that we have cheese.
Oh, yeah,
Cheese.
gotta have the cheese.
Oh, yes.
So
Okay,
this
what kind of cheese, Chef?
this is smoked cheddar, which I think is going to go really well with that sweetness from the cranberries.
Do you mind if I get in here and stir?
No, go for it. You can
See-
add some more cranberry to it.
I
if you
see a
want.
spot that needs to be stirred in.
So you didn't quite complete the
No,
task
you
of
didn't.
that.
You did it.
Begging on your stirring.
You know, you guys are supposed to be cooking.
Okay, that's better.
Is that better?
That's better.
I don't think she did anything.
Look, no, look, see, there's still a little bit there. Gotta mix it all in. We gotta get down in those grooves, baby.
Didn't you have somewhere to be?
Okay, my first negative blog will be about Chef Ben. I'm changing my direction.
And come on.
I would be very surprised if you were the first blogger to write something negative about it.
So you're toasting those buns, I see.
I'm going to give them a little bit of toast. You guys
I have to
realize-
agree.
They
Those,
get really-
those are nice buns.
They are.
They really are.
And if you don't toast them, they just kind of get soggy and gross. So give them a little toast. So, as a food blogger, predominantly, what's your favorite subject to write about in terms of food? Like, obviously, food as a whole, but is there a specific kind of type of cuisine or something that you specifically like to write about?
No, I love all foods. I do not discriminate. I often will take like an Italian recipe and mix it with like an Indian recipe and just mix the flavors together and see what will happen. Because I think another food trend, as we were speaking about earlier, those fusion of cultures and flavors, you never know what you're gonna get.
It's true.
And that's what I like when I'm in the kitchen. Like I said, I don't measure, I don't do anything. I just throw things together, and sometimes it's absolutely wonderful. Sometimes it needs
Yummy.
improvement. Those are my pickles.
Those are look at pickles.
I like
great.
it.
They do
Elena
smell
They
good.
smell
Fernandez
really
is
good.
here. Elena Fernandez.
Hello. That's our guest speaker from Texas.
Oh,
I'm
that's
so
where you're
excited.
just speaking about?
Yes, she's our keynote. She's gonna start our day on Sunday, and I know that she's gonna get everybody fired up. And yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm so excited. Hi, Elena.
We're in Texas.
Where in Texas, Elena? I'm not quite
Put it in the
sure.
comments. We're in Texas.
Where in Texas?
I love Texas.
Okay, we're gonna find out soon. Patty is on it.
Patty has some close friends from Texas.
I do. I go to Texas. I go to Dallas.
Yeah.
Richardson in Dallas, like once a year at least. Sometimes twice a year. It's awesome.
I wish you could come to BlogJam this weekend. That would be fun.
Okay, Michelle,
So
do you
you're so
have
sweet.
like a favorite,
Aw,
like a
we
favorite
love her too.
food subject to photograph?
For me, it's food experiences. So stories about how food brings people together to share stories around, the dining table, or it's a way that we share stories about our culture and our history. And just the hands-on, messy food experiences. Just like get right in there and. That's the
Oh,
kind of
Pat,
stuff
that
I
looks
talk about.
delicious.
Yeah, so this is Pat's $1 million relish.
It looks amazing, and I haven't tried it. So a first for me.
So I know you said that like growing up around the area you did and seeing the fishermen go out and come back and the gardens and everything, it's what got you into it. No, just completely lost my point. Go on.
I think it was like sort of started there, but
It was gonna be good too, I'm sure.
you got a good question.
I'm just gonna stick to the food.
Yeah, turn around and like, yeah.
So-
I did a lot of traveling. When I finished my first degree and before I did my second, I did a lot of traveling, and food was the way that we shared stories about what country are you from, and so we would sit down at a hostel and share a meal together, and everybody would cook, or it'd be a potluck, share a couple bottles of wine. So I think that's when I started working in restaurants and cafes and started learning more about food, about organic food and local food. And so I think that's when I really sort of started to get a hold of that.
And you went to school out west too, right?
Yeah, I studied at Emily Carr, and I studied at ASCAD as well.
What about you? See, we're learning all kinds of things about each other, Michelle. We'll be bestest friends by the end of the night. Oh, I gotta take a picture.
Oh.
Those look amazing.
They do.
They smell amazing.
So we're actually gonna take a little bit of these pea shoots, which I think are gonna give the burger a really nice kind of unique flavor. And they
I'm
look
glad I
really
didn't
nice.
have supper. I just skipped it tonight. Yeah,
Good
need to leave room for this.
Good idea.
Yeah. Michelle's getting the money shot. See, doesn't it look much better
Well,
now?
well done, Chef Ben. Look at you.
Beautiful.
Almost like I know what I'm doing.
Well, some days. I'm kidding. That's great. Those look delicious.
Not my
Krista
first rodeo.
Kara, look what you're missing out
She
on.
says, take lots of pictures. You're not taking pictures, Jan. I didn't have to take.
And who do we have? Did you already thank? I might have missed this. Did you thank somebody for the moose meat?
I did not, but thank you to our sous chef Kevin,
Yes.
who found this from a local supplier.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kevin. We very much appreciate it. I went to him last night and was like, Kevin, can you get me some moose meat? He said, yes, I know a local supplier where I can get the moose meat.
And,
So
and
they
did
got
he
it.
say, I'll get you some moose bar?
No, because
No,
he's
he didn't say bye.
actually
He
he's
said, I'll get you some moose meat.
Yeah.
Kevin's actually from
Antigonish.
yes. Thank
There
you.
you go.
Evan and Mark are, I think they're drooling all over their phones because they're like,
They should be.
So you know what's really sad about this? I stopped eating bread like 3 months ago.
Oh,
Oh,
did
really?
you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I keep trying to do that, but I don't think it's going to work
Tina's
out.
here. Tina Capital's
Tina?
here.
You did a really good job on this dressing.
She's like a pro. Like,
You want
like
this?
she
I
knows
think
she
he likes you
Shot.
more than me, Michelle.
That is not true.
Yes,
at
it
all.
is.
No, it is not. I like you both equally.
large burgers.
Those are large
They're
burgers.
large burgers. Large.
Go big or go home.
So these are just a really nice mixed green.
You missed a spot over there.
Oh my god.
I love it. I love
I'm gonna
it. You can
say
come back next week and call him out.
I really want to come back next week. I know who your guest is next week, and she's
I
going
know,
to be
I'm in New York
awesome.
next week, so I'm not here. I'm gonna miss it, but
Oh, it's going to be fun. You think I'm bad.
I'm gonna start a blog where all I do is critique other people's blogs.
And then are you going to come and speak at BlogJam
Yes,
next
I
year?
will.
Oh my gosh.
This is for you.
Thank
Close
you.
and personal.
This is for
What did
you.
you do?
Hi, Leah. You are now joined from Devour.
This is
Oh,
scratch
hi,
and
Leah.
sniff.
Ooh, scratch and sniff. I love it.
I think Leah was the person who recommended me for
Leah.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, she is.
One of the founding members of Devour. And
Devour. Michelle was at Devour this past weekend.
Yes.
I was also at Devour.
Oh, were you?
What's
why you
happening
look
And
there?
what happened, Chef Ben Kelly, at Devour?
I went and it was a lot of fun.
Oh,
He
there's
doesn't
more to
wanna say it.
that
Yeah, I
story.
want to say it.
Okay, so I'm going to say it. He won. He was in the Chowder Smackdown.
Yeah.
With Devour,
I
and he
missed
won
that.
audience favorite.
Nice.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I wasn't there this year.
It was sold out. I couldn't get in this time.
It was good. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of people.
Yeah. It's one of those things that just gets bigger and better every year. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So you guys gotta.
Yeah,
gotta
I guess
eat.
we're going to do this.
All right.
Okay.
So that's it, Charlotte. We got about 5 minutes, so
Okay.
Okay.
All
Go
right.
for it.
All right, I'm ready.
Here we go, Michelle.
It's
Let
like
me
the
try the
messiest
burger
thing
one.
possible.
Yeah. It's going to. Just look at that. Oh, look.
Cheese, get the cheese in it.
Okay. Here we go. All right.
Ready?
Oh, I love it.
Fork?
Pardon?
Fork?
Fork? Oh, yes, fork. We can get fork.
I don't care. It's all over my face. I don't care.
It's really good.
Oh my god.
Moose burgers.
Forks. There's
For salad. You're welcome.
That's
I
amazing.
care about the salad.
Delish.
They are so good.
There's no room for salad.
can't make friends with salad.
Salad, Newfoundland, that's not happening.
I will try it.
There's some napkins.
I know.
Oh, I'll get you napkins.
I just
We,
use this
we're,
one.
we're not on our game tonight, obviously.
This is TV eating. You don't need napkins. It's fun.
I love the cranberry.
It works, eh?
Yeah, it works really
Oh, it
well.
all works.
Shout out to Pat. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Pat. Love you. Thank you, Patty.
You are so
Patty.
welcome.
All right, so we got about 5 minutes left, 4 minutes left. What else do you guys have going on? What's going on in your blogs? What's going on in your worlds?
It's like, I just want to eat.
You can just eat it. It's
Okay.
okay.
I'm just gonna choose.
Or a final push for this Sunday. Like,
Yes,
why-
come to BlogJam.
Your teeter-totter.
So, okay, so here's a question. If you were a small business owner like me,
Yes.
why would I go to BlogJam?
You-
What would be the appeal? Like, what am I going to learn? What am I going to take away?
You are going to meet someone
Yeah,
that is going to love what you're doing.
yeah.
And they're going to want to come and say, Patty, I want to come. I want to come to your kitchen, see what you're doing. I want to tell the world about it
Okay.
and blog about it. And you know, it's not even about the blogging part about it. It's the connections.
Yeah.
It's the networking. When you're there in real life with these people, making that face-to-face connection, because that's what's missing from our. We're all in front of our phones like we are
Yeah.
tonight. But
The
when you get in there, you make those magical relationships for sure. And then you come back the next year and you see them again, and it's
Awesome.
all
Do you have a
cool.
lot of repeat people that are coming back from
We do.
previous- Yeah? So
Yeah.
you have really good retention.
Yeah,
right
we
now.
have some really good.
Awesome. That means you're delivering content and everything. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
we'd like to
Yeah.
mix it up every year, different speakers, different things, whatever's trending, whatever's up and coming.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'd love to have you, Patty.
I'll come.
Yeah,
Okay.
Patty,
You sold a ticket! Patty's coming!
you should come.
I totally come. Ted, you're on duty! Ted, you need a babysitter for Sunday. Actually, he's away. He's at Tuck Camp.
I
So
can hear you screaming in my
I'm
headphones.
sorry.
Okay, so I'm going to take a minute and talk about what we have going on.
Okay.
Oh, so much, so much.
So we have on the 17th of November, we have Heat, one of our cooking classes. If you like spicy food, it's the class for you. Last time I burnt myself so bad, I had to run out of the kitchen. I had tears coming out of my eyes.
Oh, I'm watching that.
Drooling. It's a cooking class. You got to come into the shop for it.
All right.
What else? The Black Box event.
Oh, Black Box. That's
This
the
is
next
so
big thing.
exciting. I'm so excited for this. This
You
is
have to come blog about it.
yes.
You're gonna come. You're gonna.
I really want to come. I
This-
saw it today for the first time, fell in love.
Oh, you have to
fun.
come.
So
and you can
excited.
it's gonna be so great. It's gonna be so great. Oh, there's the collateral. Look at that.
So, we have these. We're going to put them on some totes. We're going to deliver them to local businesses like yours. If you want one, call us. And we'll
Please
send you one of
call.
these. We'll bring you a box. And what's going to happen is we're going to collect all these boxes on the 22nd of November in the morning. We're going to bring them in here. Our executive chef, Mark, and myself are going to blindly choose 3 ingredients from the boxes, so 6 in total. All the rest of the food goes to Feed Nova Scotia.
Awesome.
And then he and I have a half hour to make an appetizer,
Oh, I
a
thought we
main
upped it.
course, and a dessert. Not
It's
as
only
far
half
as I
an
know.
hour?
It's only half an hour.
3-course meal in half an hour. Are you?
I did 5 meals in
insane?
5 minutes. I think we can do 3 in 30.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not worried about it. Mark's
Okay,
old.
okay.
He's a little slow. Might take him a
Oh,
little longer.
Smackdown is on.
Seriously, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a live studio audience. It's going to be insane. So you can bring some food in here, drop it off. You can have the boxes at your business. And once we get businesses on board or more business on board, we'll post a list of where you can drop food off. It's going to be so exciting. So exciting.
I love it.
Other than that, we're normal stuff. We got a retail shop. We got all kinds of stuff going on.
Can you say who's coming next?
Debbie Adams.
Debbie
Adams.
Yes.
I have no idea.
Cannot wait till you get Debbie.
I have not.
Really?
Yes, very well.
She's a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
I followed some of her stuff and she sounds
She is
hilarious.
amazing.
So
I
sad-
did
so
get
sad
some
about
pointers.
town, but
I got some pointers tonight about some stuff I should ask her.
Now, see, you're
Oh, I
still
wasn't
getting me in
supposed
trouble.
Sorry.
That was supposed to be a secret. That's the last time I give you inside information.
Guys, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
It was fun.
We're very happy to have you. Good luck with BlogJam
Thank
and
you.
everything. Thank you for watching,
Oh,
everybody.
wait.
We're going to do it. Why do you always think I'm not going to do
Tomorrow
I'm
it?
gonna do it and then
You
we'll-
always think I'm not going to do
Tomorrow
it.
at noon is
Tomorrow
the
at noon,
tickets
cut
are
off for tickets.
Tomorrow
Get
at
your
noon,
tickets.
get your
Get
tickets.
your tickets.
All right, ladies, we have to do one more thing before we leave.
Okay.
We have to say Chit Chat Chop 5 times
Oh.
as fast as we can.
You didn't warn me about this.
Now-
Open the muscle. Open the
Yeah.
muscle.
Now, we are on episode 9 right now.
Okay.
We have completed it twice out of 9. So that's 7 failures. And tonight is, it's special. We've had our first swears. What?
Sorry, I was just going. Oh, did it? I remember James, but then he reminded me that Brianna
Yeah,
did it.
Brianna
I was
and I.
like, wow.
Brianna did it. I was there too.
Yeah, wow.
Thanks. All right, ready?
Okay.
You can
So
get their
Chit
names
Chat
right
Chop.
at the beginning. So, I mean,
All
like,
together?
All together,
Ready?
right?
Ready? Ready?
I'm just gonna count down.
1, 2, 3.
Chit Chat Chop, Chit Chat Chop, Chit Chat Chop, Chit Chat Chop, Chit Chat Chop. Woo! See you next week.